Hey everyone. Yesterday, the Retrobution dev team hosted a premiere party showcasing many exciting features they've been working on for the update 2.0. It's really great to see the community involved, especially for the premiere group stage, Q&A session, and even some other stuff. So we really got some, just say, interesting comments along the way.
Guys, I'm gonna make an announcement. I will pay someone $100 if you guys play on my Fusionfall account. Please, bro. Please, someone play on my account. I don't want to play this
Oh
game. I don't
my
want to play this
god,
game.
bro.
Please, please.
Oh my
Roast
god.
video, I'll be sharing my reaction and some bit of an overview of what happened during the video and some of my thoughts in general on the major changes that they made. Without further ado, go. Main video that they showcased during the premiere. It's called Dashing Forward Premiere Review for 2.0 update. And yeah, let's get on with it.
Hello everybody, my name is Radio Rave. I'm a developer for Retrobution, and I'll be the main presenter for this video. Today, I'll be giving you guys an extended look at our upcoming version 2.0 update. This is our first in-game update to use version numbers, hence the 2.0, and that'll be the standard going forward. This update is mainly built around the addition of new quality of life, as well as changes to improve the game and ultimately transition Retrobution into an exciting new era. Without further ado, let's start with some changes regarding how you get around the game world. Monkey Skyway agents are among the most iconic NPCs in Fusionfall. As our tech improves, so does the ability to update some details of certain NPCs. You may notice their visors, and most transparent materials in the game for that matter, look black when facing away from light. This isn't really befitting for glass, and in this instance, doesn't match the shade of pink used for these visors in the promotional artwork. Due to that, we've adjusted these visors in version 2.0 to fix those issues.
I like how they just been updating glass for the past like 6 updates. They've done this with the Gatling gun weapon class, and even some of the sneak peek army textures or fixes for the items. See like the dodgeball helmet from Dexter's guide missions and stuff. So that's really cool.
You can expect similar changes to other glass materials like this to be rolled out over time. These jetpack flames are noticeably transparent, and depending on the angle, it may seem like they aren't even there. In order to make them fiery and brighter, edits have also been made to them. These changes also apply to the agent that flies you to your destination. But is there anything being added to the Monkey Skyways? Well, let's take a look. Introducing Turbo Travel. This is
All right, before we get into this,
look.
into turbo travel, Ryan back a little bit. Let's see what was that on their face, bro.
Turbo Travel.
The bad start. Hold on.
Introducing
All right, right here. Can't see it. Little pink leech right there. I wonder what that is. Let me stop with the bullshit. All right. This is one of the new items that's coming out. This is a leech from Camp Lazlo. You can see it on his head right here. But
this is a brand new feature
turbo
developed
travel
by
is the
a team
main
that we're
appeal for right
incredibly
now.
excited to show you. Mojo Jojo decided that the current Skyway wasn't cutting it, so this feature allows you to pay 2 times the cost for 2 times the speed while riding Monkey Skyways. With this, the time it takes to travel around the game world will be significantly shorter, and you'll be getting much more bang for your buck while spending on Monkey Skyway flights. Your buck while spending on
All right. Same thing. It's a that's a new item for the upcoming update. The Chowder Mask, I believe it will be called. Um, just basing it on the Halloween update where that Billy the uh a coup same game. So could be wrong, but
To use Turbo Travel, all you have to do is click this new checkbox at the bottom of the Monkey Skyway UI. The prices will automatically adjust, and all you have to do is purchase your flight. The Skyway.
I have to keep doing this. uh,
All you have to do is purchase your flight. The Skyway
whatever.
now
He's
serves
gonna show it.
8 entirely new routes. You'll be able to fly between City Point and Ensville, City Station and Townsville.
Yeah, it's just new clothes coming soon. White jeans. Wonder where that's gonna be from.
Park,
Anyway,
Tech Square and Mojo's Volcano, and finally, Devil's Bluff and Nowhere. We hope these changes help provide a better Monkey Skyway experience. That's it for me. I'll be handing it off to Cake Lancelot now to talk about some new optimizations coming to the game.
the turbo travel change is really good. Some of these monkey minion skyline shit, it was way too long. Orchid Bay to City Hall, I mean, just too long. Forsaken Valley to Hunter's Crest to anything really just took way too long. So I'm glad they are updating the monkey agents like this, and also they get better designs too.
Hello everyone, I'm Cake, the project lead of Retrobution. I'm here to go over some of the performance optimizations that we're introducing in the 2.0 update. Just a quick disclaimer, all testing was done with the new Open Fusion launcher, which supports an uncapped frame rate.
Another thing that like they didn't really mention, or any of the premiere status right here, seeing how many players are play on. Like Retrobution has 62, the Academy has 12, G has 8. It's just a really nice touch that I like.
As it stands currently, the Retrobution client cannot go above 65 frames per second, but we're looking into fixing this in a future update. With that out of the way, let's dive in. One of the most infamous lag creators are actually NPCs. If there are enough of them in one place, your game is bound to slow down. But why is that? Given the limited set of tools that we have at our disposal, my initial assumption was that the amount of character models being drawn on screen was the culprit. With that assumption in mind, I made a tweak to the game where the render distance of NPCs would be reduced if there were a lot of them. However, when we shipped the 1.9
Also nice
update
music.
with Speed applied, the Ice Spire was
You
still
know.
a choppy experience. So what's going on? Well, it turns out that even if you can't see the NPC, a lot is still happening under the hood. Every frame, each NPC is doing 2 checks, one to see if there's ground below it, and one to see if there's something in front of it. This can get quite sluggish if there are several hundred NPCs in one map square. One easy optimization is to not do these checks if the NPC has come to a complete stop. Another cause for concern is the frequency of these checks. Does it really need to be done every single frame, potentially hundreds of times per second? As it turns out, no, not really. So we've introduced a distance-based system. NPCs that are further away will update less often, along with NPCs that you are currently not looking at. With these 2 changes, the Ice Spire goes from a nearly unplayable 25 FPS to a pretty smooth 80 plus FPS on my computer.
You can't really see it from right here, but it's really good quality.
So our NPC
Really
problem is
nice
solved,
change.
right? Not so fast. If we turn on the floating display for NPC names, suddenly our frame rate is cut in half. What's the deal? Remember those checks that the NPC was doing? A very similar thing happens with the floating name display. Every frame, the game will check if there's a clear path from your point of view to the NPC, and if there are any obstructions, it won't draw the NPC's name. This is also quite inefficient. Even in the ancient version of Unity that Fusionfall uses, it knows if an object is visible or not. So let's hook into that functionality and not do this obstruction check if the NPC isn't in our view cone. Much better. Now enabling floating names only takes a few frames off our total FPS rather than having it.
They cook so well. Oh my goodness.
The last thing I looked into was the stuttering that's present when loading new areas. As it turns out, the game was cleaning up all unused assets on every area change, which, as you can probably guess, will cause lag spikes. This made sense when the game came out, but with an overwhelming majority of computers having at least 8 gigabytes of memory at their disposal, it isn't really needed anymore. We've removed the cleanup on area change, and tweaked how asset cleanup works in other parts of the game. We hope that these changes will improve your gameplay experience, and as always, we'll be monitoring feedback to make further tweaks as necessary. Enjoy.
Really nice presentation. Cake, but
And
you see from right here, like, just see the FPS.
we
You
hope
can barely
that
see it, like 142, I think. Can't really tell.
these changes
But
will improve your
19
gameplay experience.
average is
And
like it's really
as
fucking
always,
cool.
we'll be monitoring feedback to make
See the averages right here and all that, but this will just make playing the game more smooth. Hopefully, will reduce some of the lag that you receive like during like big events where everyone's clumped together and everything. But yeah, really solid.
further tweaks as necessary. Enjoy.
Hey guys, Alfie here. As a lifelong MMO player, I've grown accustomed to older games being modernized over time. Fusionfall should not be any different. Let's take a peek at the upcoming changes with Retrobution version 2.0. Let's talk about inventory management. We've fixed the scroll bars, and you'll now be able to scroll at your own pace through your
Alpha, you sly dog, bruh. I hate this guy, bruh. But anyway,
This change is universal and will apply to any other menus that have scroll bars. Right-clicking will now move items between your bank and your inventory.
this has been
instead
needed
of quick selling at a vendor.
for a while.
Recently, we introduced the click and drag change for maps,
Thank God.
but we accidentally removed the names of the maps.
I'm-
too. Not only has this been fixed,
All these quality of
we
life,
also
just
added
thank
mission
God.
finder to the map. You'll now be able to see missions around the world that you have yet to complete.
Rest in
Previously,
peace to
icons
Mission
were
Tracker
listed
from
in the
2021.
My View tab. But with this update, we've
Rest in peace.
uncapped the range and all icons will be visible from anywhere on the map. Have you noticed it yet? We finally fixed GUI scaling. This long-requested feature will now allow you to play on most aspect ratios and widescreen resolutions. You will be able to toggle this on and off, just in case you prefer the scale it had before. We will be increasing the amount of items you can buy back from 5 to 15. Hopefully, this
Really
will
nice
reduce
change as
the
well.
chance of you selling your
Hope this
valuable
was
bags.
implemented sooner.
Thank you all for listening.
I've
to
sold,
me
like-
about making your gameplay experience
Actually, when I say that, I can't say that.
Please take a look at the full patch notes.
Oh, you're playing too hard. Anyway,
He was actually screaming in my ear to shut up, so I'm going to totally willingly let him speak now.
Hey everybody, did you miss me? We'll be capping off today's video with a section on upcoming changes surrounding nanos. First off, we'd like to clarify some things about our plans for new nanos. We have no specifics to share today regarding new nanos coming to the game, but we'd like to share what players can expect in terms of how they'll be able to acquire new nanos. There's already a system in-game for getting a nano by leveling up and through missions given by NPCs. Although we have intentions to expand the level cap, it's not something that'll be happening soon, and as such, we've removed Flapjack, Johnny Bravo, and the 2 other unmarked slots present at the end of the nano
rest in
button.
peace.
Don't fret, we still have intentions of adding these nanos, we just want to give players a better idea of what to expect. For now, we'll primarily be adding nanos through New World nano missions. However, that won't be the only way players can receive nanos. We intend to have nano capsules, which you may remember as items you can use from your inventory to receive a nano, returned from Academy. You won't be gaining them through codes this time around. Instead, there'll be rewards for things such as races, bosses, and even events. Nano capsules received through events would receive a more permanent way to get them eventually though. With that established, let's move on to the actual changes.
Okay. Alright, first of all, when I first heard they will be implementing nano capsules back, I'm like, okay. But like hearing them say, oh, racing event bosses event bosses and events, that's so crazy to me. I don't know why, because like my head, I don't know, like I don't know how to explain it, but it seems like nanos are so sacred that I wouldn't just, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. I don't know, it feels weird, like getting a nano from a racing crate. Then again, like all you had to do was just type a code in, and you'll get like Rigby, Mordecai in the academy. So, you know, it is really interesting. And as soon as they said like racing and bosses, the first thing I thought was like people monopolizing the bosses and shit. But and we'll see. But I'm very interested how that play out.
We're here in a nanostation to discuss something pretty important: powers. Most importantly, their distribution. It can be quite annoying to earn a new nano and realize that what you can actually do with them is limited due to them having two of the same type of power. We've decided that in order to better balance out nano powers throughout the game and make sure each nano has 3 unique options, to swap some of the powers between nanos. Starting with Swampfire, he's quite infamous for having 2 sleeps. Well, no more. We've swapped one of his sleeps for Utonium's Drain Point. Another nano infamous for having 2 sleeps is Magus. He too has had one of his sleeps swapped, and he'll be receiving Courage's Drain Point. Finally,
Oh my
Wilt
god,
had 2
okay.
snares and Didi had 2 damages. They now have a snare and damage each after swapping. Next, Recall Self has been given a new icon to better represent the power. It's also been renamed to just Recall. You may be wondering what this means for Recall Group. Exiting our inventory, you'll see number 2 now has an icon similar to Recall's old one. Let's see what he can do.
This is so crazy, dude. Like, seeing this actually is, I don't know, just brings me glee. It's really fucking cool.
That's right, everybody. Dash is back. In version 2.0, Dash will be replacing Recall Group, affecting number 2, Hex, and Vilgax. Unlike Academy, this dash is steerable and gives you 1.5 seconds of invincibility frames. It has the same cooldown and takes the same amount of stamina as Rocket. That's all we have for you today. We hope you're excited to be dashing into the future with us.
They did a really good job with the video. Shout out all of them or the development team. Did a really good job. Subscribe to them. Follow them on Twitter. By that shit X over here. But yeah. Let's talk about the nano changes for a second. Alright. So Bonfire and Magus are basically the exact same, but they both have drain point now. Which I guess they're just eternally bound to each other. Some tweet and lot shit from Avatar. But that's a really good change for them. Drain point on Swampfire, it's best suits it more than Utonium, because Utonium you usually want to go rocket for him. And for Courage, if you go Drain Point on Courage, it's playing the game wrong. Then I don't like. I really don't know what else to tell you. Like I really don't. But yeah, ED and Wilt changes are really good, in my opinion. Both of them having like the same also ability. Well, not in DD's case, because like damage point only hits one target and area hits multiple. But I digress. Number 2, Vilgax and Hex change from call to dash. I don't know what to really expect with dash free racing update. Well, before the update comes out, right? Because I don't know what it could be used for. Well, I know what it can be used for, but like half of it's like you can't do it anymore, like go out of bounds. But dash is really cool. I like how you can steer it now instead of just W just doing one direction. And there'll be many there's like a lot of possibilities with it, which I'm happy to explore, but I don't know a lot of them yet. I'm quite interested in the iframes you get from dash. I don't know if you can use that for combat. I wouldn't say it's worth it. I don't know. Uh, I just really want to test it out. I just really want to test it out. But yeah. As for racing, right, there are some affected zones that um benefit from this others. Like some of the smaller affected zones, like Good Bay, right? Uh, what's Peach Creek Estates. Yeah, Peach Creek Estates in Good Bay. There's relatively small affected zones where you can race in. I think the dash ability will be more affected towards them instead of like more the longer ones, like Off World, Monkey Mountain, all that BS. But it's really cool. It's them bringing back dash is really cool. Will it be better than Recall? I don't know actually. Will it be? Yeah, I might have to do a whole video on that. Hold up. Anyway, really good changes from that team, and yeah, I'll probably I don't know. I want to talk about Dash versus and I've fell short on many videos that I'm supposed to be that should have been uploaded, so we'll see on that. But yeah, thank you for watching if you have made it this far. Yeah, peace out.